This is the half bath off the living room. It didn't work for 2 days. When we arrived here, as we were getting ready to pull up to the house, we were getting ready to get on the driveway that comes up, and we were called and told that there was a problem with the water pump, and there was water that had been spewing all over in the house, and that they would try to come out and like the next day to fix it. A few days, actually the day prior, we'd been told that they were going to have somebody here while we were here to fix it. We told them not to, and then they ended up having to come and stay here the entire Tuesday anyways. Got the toilet working, and there is water pressure, but we were told it wasn't fixed. So I don't know what the story is with that, but that didn't work for 2 days. And we've got the kitchen here. Wasn't really any issues with the kitchen. The doors, so the grill is right here. When we got here, the grill looks like it had been run over by a car. So we notified the landlord. It wasn't usable. There was no burners in it. There were no doors on it. And she got another one out here. And it does work. So, but yeah, that's the grill. When the maintenance guy came out to do that and spent the entire day here doing that and the toilet, he left this door right here completely unlocked. So we came home at like 9 o'clock to find the door completely unlocked to the house where all of our belongings were, some very expensive things that we had brought for this trip. Otherwise, there's not a lot here. Now the lighting in this room, well, a lot of it doesn't work. So turn on the switches here. The switches are all back and forth, so it's a little hard to get them all to work. So you got some spots there, got more spots there. Can lights here, 1 of 3 doesn't work. Can lights here, none of 3 work. Lights up here, 1 of 4 doesn't work. I think the rest of the lights work in here, but again, just to continue, all the lights are out. The landlord was notified as soon as we got here of all of these lights being out, and we were told that the maintenance guy would fix them, and none of them were fixed. Not a single bulb was replaced in here. Going farther back down this same hallway, this is the adjoining hallway. There's no issues in here. All the lights work. We didn't use this part of the house. We didn't have a need for it. So, bathroom. This is 2 bedrooms. No issues with that bedroom. This bedroom, the light switch on the wall here, turn the lights on. It doesn't do literally anything, so there's no light switch that works to enter this room. There's a major BO smell in here, so it's a good thing we didn't use it. It's nauseatingly bad for some unknown reason. One of these, this one. So there's out this side is a sitting area right here. So you can sit and look out. For whatever reason, there's a trash canoe here that you get to look at. I don't know what that's all about. And you can't go out this way anyways because the doorknob's missing again, so we can't open the door. So that's probably one of the reasons we didn't use this side. This is the hot tub again. Upstairs, the only issues are the TV that's upstairs. There's no controller for, there's no controller for it, so it doesn't work at all. So if you wanted to watch that TV for whatever reason, hang out and look out, it doesn't work. Then you go into this room. This is like a trundle bed room. Another TV in here. Only thing that doesn't work in here is, again, TV. So TV turns on, there's no remote to control it, and there's no buttons on the TV to be able to do anything with it. So neither of those TVs is usable. Coming back this way. We'll go up the stairs here. So you can see the lights are on here. This is going to get to one of arguably the biggest problems that we have, and the biggest letdown in the entire place. It made it nowhere near as advertised. Besides the hot tub issues that I'll show you in a little bit, and the jacuzzi tub issues, and all the just general maintenance issues. This light on here, there will be no lights, you'll see when we go up onto the top deck, that work whatsoever. There's 2 switches here. One is for the fireplace vent and the other is for the staircase and upper deck lights. We revised it when these lights are on the staircase, that means upper deck lights are supposed to be on. We've switched both those switches a million times with no difference. So I'll take you up these stairs. Alright. So you can see all the lights here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there's 3 more there, so that'd be 9, 10, 11. Unfortunately, none of them work. I took a picture last night to show how dark it is and incredibly dangerous. This is not usable at night at all. We contacted the homeowner, let her know. The same day that we had to be out the entire day, we were told that he looked at it, the maintenance guy, and couldn't fix it. Had no idea what was wrong, some type of electrical issue, and that there were emergency flashlights in the house we could use. Landlord then followed up a little bit later and said, there's no emergency flashlights, so maybe you have a flashlight on your phone that you can use to get around up there. That's mind-blowing to me that none of your walkway lights work. You can't use probably arguably the only selling feature of this house at this point at night, or even around dusk. You have to make sure that you're off the top first, because you absolutely cannot see this door whatsoever or where you're stepping at night. It is 100% pitch black, of course, because it's in the middle of the mountains and there's no lights. Additionally, everything is covered in bird poop. Other ends, same way. We notified the landlord about that because it was that way when we got here, and we're told that she would try to get someone to bring cleaning supplies so we could clean it, and no one ever brought cleaning supplies. And it's kind of amazing to me that for the amount of cleaning costs there is, that we are expected to clean the deck to be able to use it. So I'll bring you down to downstairs. All right, we're back downstairs. I forgot to mention this. So this is a half bath that an entire day was spent on making it work. The stopper here is broken. It's 100% closed. You can't use the sink, it just fills up. So apparently that was missed during like 12 hours of working in here. All right, now we'll go, I gotta show you the hot tub, and then I wanna show just kind of the blinds here so you get an understanding, because we did keep the blinds, as you can see here. The house that is sold as arguably the best view, because it doesn't cool, we had to keep the blinds closed the entire time to try to keep it even moderately not 85 degrees in here. In perspective, the high this week for almost every day that we've been here has been in the mid to upper 70s. So, and the house has been hotter than that when we're coming back to it at night. So we kept the blinds closed, so we can't really use the view. And some of the blinds work. Most of them are not in good shape at all. None of them have the twisty stick so that you can adjust the angles out the blinds so you can actually open them or close them more. All you can do is pull them up or down. A lot of them just don't work. They won't retract. There's knots tied in them. There's broken blinds. You can see here, we got blinds that are just falling off. Everything's just tied in a knot and won't let you pull it down. Most of the door ones don't work at all. Again here, like that's as far as it goes down. There's knots tied up there. It looks like almost intentionally. Over here, same thing, can't close it. None of these have sticks, as you'll see, to adjust anything so that we could even try to be able to see out more with the blinds down. And these are not light blinds to pull up and down over and over and over again. They're very, very heavy. The ones in the bedroom are actually missing. So this one, that's as far down as that goes, doesn't go down the rest of the way. It's not a huge deal, but it doesn't go down the whole way. However, this one, looking out our absolutely abysmal view to the mountains, you know, right there, there's no blinds at all. There's where the blinds used to be. There's no blinds at all. So your bedroom, you can't ever close the blinds. I mean, shouldn't be people up here, but it's a nice feeling of security to be able to close your blinds. Or to not have the sun blaring in. There's also water spots, so there's leaking coming in here. I don't know how old that is, but just as another thing, it's not being maintained. Then I'll take you outside. One of the few doors that still has handles on it. So this is going out to the hot tub. It's super overgrown. And there's pieces of glass back here. Don't know what that's from. So you have to wear shoes to go out here. Again, you can see just everything's completely overgrown. This is supposed to be the door out from the master. And it's not trimmed back. I mean, there's drywall back here. There's all kinds of stuff. This, when we arrived, we weren't told any issues about it. But when we arrived and went to check it, because this was arguably one of the things we were looking to the most, other than the lookout view, was to be able to sit on the hot tub and look out towards the mountains. This has not been used. When we arrived, it was almost completely out of water, and the filter inside was covered in mold. So we informed the landlord, and she said, yeah, I already knew about that, that she had known about that the day before, that the water pump wasn't working right, and that's why it wasn't full. So she could have somebody come out when they did the maintenance on the other rooms and try to fill it and get it working again. When we got here, we were told specifically in the instructions from the landlord that the only thing we needed to do was turn this switch on right here. This switch did not work whatsoever when we got here. There was no electrical power going to the hot tub. So apparently this breaker had tripped here from some electrical issue. Again, a common factor in the entire house. And it had flipped for some reason. So they had to do electrical work, get everything back working. Then they filled it with water. That was 2 days into our 4-day trip that it was finally filled and supposed to be usable. The lights, there's a light button right here. The lights, they don't work. They just kind of flicker. They don't work. It's constantly trying to hit them to get them to turn on if you want to use it at night. And then here's the filter right there. See that? That's covered in mold. So we never used this because when they came out to clean it, they couldn't be bothered to take all the mold off. And we don't have any pH test strips or anything, but generally speaking, mold in a hot tub doesn't seem like a great idea. So we never got to use the hot tub whatsoever. So there's that. I think that's about it. There's only one other item here, and I'll take you to it in just a second. All right, so these are the last two issues. At least the last two I can remember to video in this entirely long video of issues. So if you can see that, it's a giant wasp nest. We notified the owner about that as well. My wife is deadly allergic. We understand we're in the mountains, that there's wasps and things like that. She has an EpiPen that she has to use, and we carry that with us. We understand the risk with that. That being said, we notified the homeowner as soon as we got here that, hey, there's a really big nest out here. Could you have that removed? When the maintenance guy comes tomorrow, since we got to be out of the house all day anyways, absolutely nothing was done. Wasn't sprayed, wasn't removed, nothing was done with it. Here's the grill. So you can kind of see this is where the driveway is. The front entry doors, I mean, that's the steps right there. So that's the new grill. Instead of removing the old trashed grill, it was just set at the entry. So that's what you get to look at when you come in every day, is this trash grill. So to say this house was not as advertised, was in horrible condition, and that the landlord was Pretty much unresponsive to fixing things is a major understatement. The landlord did refund us $1,000, which I'd have to do the exact calculations. I think that's somewhere between 30 and 40%. She did this immediately upon notification of all these issues, said that she lives nowhere near here, that it's remotely managed by a cleaning guy and a maintenance guy. Said she didn't know about any of the problems, that she was refunding us that amount of money. We never agreed to it. We didn't even know she was refunding that amount of money, honestly. She just sent a refund. We didn't agree to it. We didn't anything else. But she sent the refund and told us she was sending us some money back. And that when she sent the money back, she was also going to have everything fixed the next day. Since we did have to be out of the house the entire day, which we did. We left at 7 in the morning and had to be... We weren't able to come back until after like 7 p.m. that night by the time the guy left. And when we first arrived the first day, we were told this is a one-lane drive. It's incredibly steep and dangerous drive. We knew that coming into it, not to this extent, because we were just told you might need four-wheel drive. This is to the extent of it's very tiny and scary. But we were told, we checked specifically because we don't get stuck on this driveway and there's no way to turn around on it. And we're told that the cleaning people, our check-in was 4 o'clock, that the cleaning people had left by no later than 3:30. When we pulled up here, they were still here, and we had to wait for them to leave because the cleaning people still weren't even done. So we didn't even get check-in at 4 o'clock like we were supposed to get. But the $1,000 that was given, we were told everything would be fixed the next day since we had to be gone all day. Nothing was fixed besides the half bath toilet, and the hot tub was filled but still not usable due to the mold. So the $1,000 was for that. The $1,000 was for the inconvenience plus the repairs being done. The repairs were not done. The house is in no way, shape, or form usable the way that it was supposed to be or advertised to be, and it's not in the shape that it was advertised to be at all. And we absolutely would not have stayed here had we known that it was going to be in this shape. So that's the end of the video that documents the shape for Belltop.